as simple and stupid as it can be. Do the market validation of your product. Your idea needs to have a right execution. So first lesson which I learned was, even if you have the most complex data point and probably patent, it has to be a black box for a customer. Keep it as simple and say that this has to be a plug and play. When you put into this system, X is equal to Y, and the result of 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. But you don't have to tell them that, okay, this addition is invented by 200 years old. The more companies you bring in a business, the less possibility of winning the deal. So we basically faced this challenge while we started building the tokenization product, where we started explaining people that we have start contract and we have used a lot of things. But they say, can I make money out of it? Will that be useful for my customer? So that was the key thing, Didi. Now, obviously, the second thing is you need to have the right co-founder, right? Or you need to have right initial team. If someone says that I'm going to do this part-time, where I will have a full-time job and then do it in the evening, I would not encourage that. If you are into this, you have to be 100% into this, or you don't. And keep this idea in your mind and regret that. So the advice to all the young entrepreneurs and startup aspirers as well is very simple. If you have an idea, start building it. Don't hire more people just for the sake of hiring people. Just hire what is right with the right complementary skill set. Number one, build a simple, stupid product, even if it is manual, but make sure that the customer understands what you are selling him. And number three, once you have the market validation of your product, start adding your wish list. But always remember and ask a question to yourself as a startup aspirer that, are you a painkiller or a vitamin? If you are a vitamin, I can tell you the probability of you winning the success of this particular journey is low. But if you are a painkiller and you are definitely solving a pain point of a customer, then definitely to pursue your idea.
Yeah, I like this one. This is a vitamin and pain. I will remember this. A pain point or vitamins an analogy. I think this was good. I think very valid points, Puneet. Make it simple. If I summarize what you said, make it simple, make it work. Don't overcomplex it, and having a right team, whether it's co-founders or the initial team, is very critical. In case if you don't have the people who are fully into the game, then you may struggle later on. One more question, Puneet. You had some successful engagements with the investors. What investors are typically looking into? Suppose you came up with this simple idea that is working, as you explained just now, already implemented with a few customers want this, and then now you want to scale it up. You are already reaching to a lot of investors. You got some investors agreement. So what they do see when you go and ask for a time, 30 minutes of time, 20 minutes of time, and you are sitting with somebody who has a multi-billion portfolio, and you have only those 15 minutes to convince him on an idea that he has no idea, he has no clue. He cannot understand that technology either. So how do you convince? How that interaction happens? I think that would be very fruitful for this group to understand. So share from your experiences these discussions.
So I can talk about this for an hour or so. But, let me cut it down. But I think that's a very important question. So I think the first and foremost thing is, for all the entrepreneurs or aspiring ones, is don't be afraid of your failures. So if an investor says no, then move on. The most important thing when you start your fundraising is, if you have one, you always need to have a binary answer. The way everything works in AI is 0 and 1.
Yeah.
If you don't have a binary answer, yes and no, you are wasting time. So please don't get trapped into some that, oh, I might get or I might invest. Have a definitive agreement, at least a non-binding term sheet, so that you have a confidence. So I think that was the result of the answer. But to take a step back on your question, Didi, that what would an investor look for that 15 minutes of your key or time, where the four things what they look. The first thing is the founder or his aspiration and goals. They don't care which background you are from, which school you are from, what you have studied. All they care about is your hustle. All they care about is, are you really taking this up full time? That is one. Second thing is that really solve a problem. So when you go to an investor, I would not go to with a 50-page pitch deck showing them that I know better than you. If you start doing that and you start acting over smart, I can tell you that investors will never invest in your company and they will never give you the answer. You should always come up with an executive summary. In that executive summary, it should be super simple. So who you are as a person, what are your goals, are you really hustling in this idea, how much time you spent on that, explain them in a very simple 1 minute elevator pitch. That 1 minute is a life changing pitch for you, and this builds over a period of time. So you have to do some mock up small investor test. Don't go to sequoias and axel in the day one. First impression is the last impression. So the first thing what you do is an elevator pitch with your actual problem statement, number one. Number two, who the actual founder is and what is his idea, that will be number three. The most important thing is the TAM, the total available market. Is there an actual market size for that? You can build the best idea. I've seen a lot of startups talking about video creation of AI, and there are more than 600 companies.
Yeah.
The only problem is, can I not do that in a Microsoft PowerPoint or probably an Adobe, whatever the video creator is? You can. So the idea has, it is not important that your idea should be unique. You're not writing a patent on that. But if your idea is sellable, which actually solves a problem, that is the chances of winning are higher. If the TAM is bigger, the total available market is really big. So that is the second one. And then when you club all of this together, what are your expansion plans? What are your phase-wise strategy? Even if you take a 4 pages and say that I have not built this product, but I just need some money to bootstrap this because I don't have the money. So that's one. The last and final one